I am going to show you a trading strategy that's hugely profitable and incredibly easy to use, and to prove its reliability, I have put this strategy into the test for 100 times. This strategy works wonders not just on the quick 5 and 15-minute charts, but it's also great for longer time frames like the 1-hour and daily charts. Whether you're trading cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, major forex pairs, or stocks, this strategy is simple and versatile enough for all. Before we dive deep into this game-changing strategy, I just want to say thank you for almost 1,000 subs. This channel's growing fast like the Bitcoin within the past 3 months. Let's directly delve into the fun part, the trading rules, so we can understand how to use this strategy profitably. This strategy includes 3 indicators, and we're going to use the Bitcoin USDT chart on the 15 minutes time frame, as this was my asset and time frame for the 100 times backtesting. And we want to start with the rules to enter a long trade. For a long entry signal to be valid, there must be 3 conditions met. First, we need to identify an uptrend. We can identify the uptrend simply by using the candle coloring of our first indicator and by using the SMA line. As we can see here, the candles are colored in green, which indicates that we are in an uptrend. And as the price action is located above the line, we can consider it trending upwards. Second, we need to see a valid pullback into the SMA line. For a pullback to be valid, the candles need to touch or close below the yellow line. Third, now we need to check the oscillator. For the oscillator to give us a valid long entry signal, we need to see the hyperwave crossing below the 40 level. As we can see here, the hyperwave crossed and closed below the 40 level, so all conditions for a valid long entry are met, and we can open a buy trade at the close of the candlestick. We put our stop loss below the recent lowest point, and we are going to exit our trade in profit as soon as we reach a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. Let me show you another example for a valid long entry signal. So let's check 3 easy steps. First, we need to see if the market is going up. Looking at the chart, if most candles are green colored and the price action is above the yellow line, it means the market is going up. Second, we look for a small drop in price where it touches or goes just below the yellow line. This is what we call a pullback. Third, for the confirmation, we want to check the oscillator. We want to see the hyperwave line go down and cross below the 40 level, which is this horizontal line right here. In our chart, it does this, so all our rules for a long entry are met. We put our stop loss, which is like a safety net, below the lowest point the price went recently. And for our take profit, we are targeting a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. Now let me show you an example for an invalid long entry signal. As we can see here, the price action is more in a sideways movement. We can identify this sideways movement by simply checking the candle coloring. A huge mix of green, red, and purple colors isn't a good sign for an uptrend. Also, if we draw some horizontal lines, we can see this is more a consolidation zone. So even if the oscillator is giving us a long signal, we do not want to enter a long trade at this point. Let me show you another example for an invalid long entry signal. As we can see here, the hyperwave is very close to the 40 level, but it has never crossed and closed below it. Do not make the mistake to FOMO in here, because it might result in a loss, even if the overall chart is uptrending, because a lot of times the price first needs to correct itself before the uptrend continues again. Now moving on to the rules to enter a short trade. For a short entry signal to be valid, there must be 3 conditions met. First, we need to identify a downtrend. This can be done using the candle coloring and the SMA line. When the candles are red, it indicates a downtrend, especially if the price action is below the simple moving average line. Second, we need to see a valid pullback into the SMA line. A valid pullback happens when the candles touch or close above the yellow line. Third, we must check the oscillator. For a valid short entry signal from the oscillator, the hyperwave should cross above the 80 level. Once it crosses and closes above this level, all conditions for a valid short entry are met, and we can open a sell trade at the close of the candlestick. We put our stop loss above the most recent high, and for our take profit, same as for long trades, we are going to target a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. Let me show you another example for a valid short entry signal. We'll follow 3 simple steps. First, check if the market is going down. Red candles and prices below the yellow line indicate a downward trend. Second, look for a pullback where the price touches or crosses above the yellow line. This is essential. Third, we want to use the oscillator to confirm our short entry signal. We need the hyperwave to cross above the 80 level, which is marked by this horizontal line. If this happens, it means all our rules for a good short trade are met. We set our stop loss at the recent highest price point. We close the trade and take profit when reaching a 1-to-3 risk reward. Now, let me show you an invalid short entry signal. We avoid entering a short trade just because the hyperwave enters the overbought zone. It's crucial to follow all 3 rules for profitability. For the last tip of our strategy, remember this: only take 3 to 5 trades in the same direction. This is important because markets often pause after a significant move in one direction. Limiting trades helps capitalize on strong moves and minimizes risk. Now that we understand the logic behind our trading decisions, let's open up a clean chart and learn all about the tools that make this strategy so effective. To add the first indicator, click on the Indicators tab and search for LuxAlgo signals and overlays. It has almost 24k likes, which tells us that it's quite legit, so click that to your chart. By the way, it's a premium indicator which requires a purchase to gain access. However, by using my link in the description, you'll get up to a 20% discount on these premium indicators. The Signals and Overlays is an all-in-one toolkit made up of more than 20 plus features primarily focused on generating useful signals and overlays to fulfill any trader's technical analysis needs with relevant data. This Signals and Overlays indicator can be used alongside other forms of technical analysis. However, it was also designed to be used as a standalone toolkit that can fit any trading style. Now let's open the settings and adjust its settings. First, let's take a look at the basic settings. For the presets and filters, we want to use none. For the signal mode, we also want to use none, and we do not want to use the AI signal classifier, so make sure this option is disabled. We can leave the signal sensitivity by default as we are going to use the autopilot sensitivity. Next, for the candle coloring, we are going to use confirmation simple. For this strategy, we don't need any indicator overlay, so make sure all the overlay options are disabled. Within the advanced settings, we want to set the autopilot sensitivity to midterm and we are good to go. Now we want to add our second indicator to the chart. Let's click the Indicators tab again and search for LuxAlgo Oscillator Matrix. The Oscillator Matrix is a special tool that combines over 6 different parts to help us follow trends and spot when they might change. It's like having many tools in one that work together. We can use it in different ways. For instance, it can show when there's a lot of money coming into the market and also give strong signals that a trend might reverse. It can also give us immediate signals about upcoming trends by showing when there's not much money flowing into the market. Now that we understand the logic behind this indicator, we want to adjust its settings. So let's open the settings, click the style section and uncheck everything except for the hyperwave and the overbought and oversold level. To increase the visibility of the hyperwave, we can click the line option and make the line a little bit thicker, just like this. And as we're setting up these powerful tools, remember that using my link in the description not only gives you access to the full capabilities of LuxAlgo, but also supports my channel. Plus, you'll get up to a 20% discount on these premium indicators. Finally, we want to add one more indicator, so let's click the Indicators tab once again and search for SMA, and click the Simple Moving Average to our chart, which is located under the Technicals section. We want to open the settings, and for our length, we want to use 40. Under the Style section, we want to change the color to white, and we want to make the line thicker to increase its visibility. To recap, we've covered the key rules for entering long and short trades using this strategy. It's simple, highly effective, and enhanced with the right tools. If you want to learn my best strategies for trading crypto, forex, and stocks, check out one of these videos.